Hi guys, this is the second part of the GCSE 2018 paper for revision. So these are, to remember, these are very high chance questions. So please be careful when you're revising and please practice with me. So this question is about to will be the cylinder and the volume calculations. It says a cylinder has a diameter 12 centimeter and height 14 centimeter. Please highlight the numbers as usual. A cube has a side length y centimeter, as you see here. And then the cylinder and the cube has the same volume. Highlight please, volume. So what was the cylinder of the volume, do you remember? So the cylinder volume, we find this by pi times r squared times height. Remember, you multiply all of these. So what is the volume? So it will be 14 is the height. So this is the diameter. You see the 12 centimeters is the diameter. So what you need to do, you need to divide it by 2 to get your radius. 12 divided by 2 is the 6. So pi is 3.14 accepted, and then times 6 square times height is here 14. So multiply these numbers in your calculations to find the volume of the cylinder, and then once you fit these numbers in the calculations, you will get 83.362 centimeter cube. Please remember the unit will be the cube as we are calculating the volume. So when you calculate the volume of the cube, remember, let's say volume of the cube is equal to cube of the one side, so y cube. So what you need to do, as they have the same value, same volume, you need to cube root this number. So you need to cube root 1583.3.62. Once you put this in your calculator, please cube root it. As I show you here, cube root it. You will get by the end y straight away. So y will be 11.66 centimeter. So by using the volume of the cylinder and the volume of the cube, I get these calculations very simply and straight away, and I save lots of time. So in the next question, it will be about a triangular prism. Please highlight. In the triangular prism, you say the 8.5, 6.8, 21.5. Find the volume of the triangular prism. So to find the volume of the triangular prism, what we need to do, remember, the volume is equal, because this is a triangular prism, we always divide by half. So please do not forget and start straight away, please. 1/2. So 1/2 times 6.8, which is this 6.8, and times 8.5, and then times 21.5. So remember, this is the cross-section area. So in the cross-section area, how do we find the cross-section area of the triangle? Is 8.5 times 6.8 divided by 2. This is exactly what I have done here. And then I use the height of these, 21.5. So once you put this in your calculator, these are the cross-section areas. So you will get 621.35 centimeter cube. So please remember, when you're doing the triangular prism, you need to work out the cross-section area. So the cross-section area is here is a triangle, so I need to include area of the cross-section, which is triangle, in my volume calculations. Be careful please in these little details. So the next question is about the frequency. So this table gives information about the number of the students in year 7 and 10. So frequency table, you see the number year 7, 200, you see the numbers there. Please note them. And then you need to draw an accurate pie chart to show this information. So once in this question, you need to approach by adding the all frequency first of all. So 200, 140, 220 and 160, you need to add them up all. So once you add them up, you will get 720. And then, because this is the pie chart representation, remember the pie chart is 360 degrees. So you need to represent this frequency in some sort of angle. So please make a third column and make the angle. So how I'm going to find the 200 as an angle? So it should be 200, because 700, remember 720 is the total frequency and we have the total angle is 360 degrees. The simple calculation would be 360, you need to divide it by 720 to understand what are the angle rate for each frequency, which will be the 0.5 as you say straight away. This is per person. So as you see, you need to multiply everything by 0.5 to get your angle version. So 200 times 0.5, it will be the 100 degrees. And then this is 70 degrees. And then this is 110 degrees. And the next one will be 160 times 0.5, it will be to give you the 8 degrees. So once you add these all degrees up, it should come to 360 degrees. So this is how you are converting frequency in forms of angle. So starting with the 360 degrees, this is the whole line. You know, like a straight line is 180 degrees. So you can build a straight line straight away, some sort of straight line based on these. So you will have a straight line of 180 degrees. And you know, this is half of it, it will be the 90 degrees. So this is, if it was like this, remember it will be the 90. So this will be my 100 degrees then. 100 degrees, which is, remember here, 100 degree is year 7. So you need to write here, year 7 is going on there. So after all, 100 is used. What left in this angle is 80 left. Now let's go back, find 80 now. Here you go, you have your 80 here. So which is year 10. Year 7 done, year 10 done. So what left? Again, 100. What left here? We have done the year 7, we have done year 10, year 8 and year 9 left. Which will be, one will be 110, the other one should be the 107. So based on these, so you can do a little bit a line like this. It can come to the 70 degrees. And this is the 110 degrees. So it will be the year 9 and year 8. So it will look like this overall, but remember how I turned the frequency in form of angle. I divided 360 degrees by the total frequency to give me a frequency per person per angle. So you see, and then I multiply my rate for all frequency to get my angle versions. So be careful. At final look, you will have some sort of this pie chart by the end. So and then for this question, you need to make Victoria the subject of the formula. This is one of the typical questions you may always get. So when they divide, remember I need to work inverse. Where if they divide, I multiply. So if you multiply everything by 2, so what you will be the next step? It will be 2 times s. You will have in your hand 2s. So 1/2 times 2, it is 1. So they will cancel out. So what you will have on one side, u plus Victoria and t. And then if they times, I divide. So I divide everything by t. The next step will be 2s divided by t will be equal to u plus Victoria. So if you they add, you need to take away. I need to find my Victoria. So anything else should be going to the next part of the equation. So I'm going to send the u other way, and it will be Victoria equals 2s divided by t and then minus